Today, I'm going to talk about guns, and not just guns are cool and this is awesome, I can shoot people in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Nothing like that. I'm going to talk about my personal opinion on guns, owning them, and the countries that legalize them. To start off, I'll talk about the countries that legalize owning guns. For example, the United States. I live in Canada, and obviously our neighbors to the south legalize guns and Canada doesn't. Now, normally I wouldn't mind, being able to own guns because I know they have their regulations and you can't own any gun, but they are pretty, they'll let you do quite a bit out there, as far as I know. Now, what I don't understand is, I know it says that you have the right to bear arms and everything like that, but with the shootings that have gone on there, I don't understand how you can still let that happen. I know maybe it'd be difficult and it costs billions of dollars to go and get every gun from every person, but the amount of lives you would be saving by doing that. Just think about it, the school shootings that have been happening. There was 3 in a week, and lots and lots of people died, and I don't blame that on, well, I blame the people obviously, but if they didn't have guns legalized, they weren't allowed to own them at all, chances are that probably wouldn't happen, or it would just go back to the way it used to be with knives and sticks and stuff like that. Let's talk about warfare. Now, warfare I know has developed quite a lot in the past little while, pretty recently since World War I, and that's when guns first were introduced, really, machine guns were introduced. I know guns came along a little before that too, but if we think about it, yeah, that's intense, and yeah, you change warfare, and it's all about power though. But if you went back to the way war used to be, I know war's been around forever, so there's really no way I can say war sucks. It does suck, but I don't think it's gonna stop ever. But if we went back to the way war used to be, with swords and shields and not chemicals and bombs and guns and just rifles and snipers, chances are a lot of terrorist attacks and a lot of people's lives would be spared. Because back in the day with swords, it took a lot of skill to become a warrior on the battlefield. Nowadays, yeah, it takes a lot of training, a lot of intense military training to do that stuff, but it's not, back then as a kid, you would start as a child and your whole family would be in the military, and that's how it worked, and it took a lot of skill and lots and years and years and years of training, and it seemed a lot less brutal. Now, I know people like to hunt, and that's where I kind of draw a line about bad to own a gun and good to own a gun. A lot of people I know, like my cousin's fiance, they do hunting, they hunt quite a bit, and so, they're trustworthy people. They hunt and they use for strictly hunting, but there are people who go and, I just want a gun to be cool, or in case of zombie apocalypse, which isn't gonna happen, but they prepare for those stupid things and they think they need a 50 cal for no reason, just to have a gun, just to be cool, but really there's no use to it, there's no point to it. So honestly, in my opinion, I think guns are stupid. We shouldn't have them, especially shouldn't be allowed to have them, and probably lots of people lives would be spared. They wouldn't die, they wouldn't get hurt, there wouldn't be as many gunshot wounds in hospitals. But that's my opinion. You can feel free to agree or disagree, but that's me. I'm going to close the video off by saying, guys, remember, this is my personal opinion. You can agree or disagree, so don't come at me with hate mail saying, well, this is why guns are good, because I don't care. You can agree or disagree if you want to. You can just be nothing. You can do anything. So just remember, that's my opinion. I'm not asking for trouble. Just saying.